What we are doing for these customers is that we are helping them decouple. And once we decouple, right, once the software becomes separate, their environment becomes software focused now. They can use the software, they can tweak the software, they can do things with it to figure out and deliver outcomes in this environment. So it's no longer an environment which is defined by the hardware. It is now a software-defined edge.
The software-defined edge is the software infrastructure that is located wherever endpoints are consuming or producing data.
The edge is where data is generated. It's where end client devices, where IoT devices are situated. And the idea of the software-defined edge is that applications need to be deployed where data is being generated for various use cases. And in that world, we want the ability to deploy these applications in such a way that it's flexible, it's agile, it's programmable.
The intersection of workload, the overlay, and the underlay. What we mean by that is it's the compute stack that makes the applications that we or devices run work. It's orchestrated by the overlay that ensures that it has availability, performance, and everything it needs. And the network, which is the underlay that makes it all possible.
The software-defined edge could be any number of things depending on the industry. If you're a retailer, it could be a point-of-sale device out in the store. If you're a manufacturer, it could be a machine sitting out on the manufacturing floor. If you're a CSP, service provider, mobile operator, it's the RAN. The bottom line is the edge is everywhere.
Many different locations where business is conducted, there's now more and more data available. But how do you take that data and turn it into a faster, smarter decision? How do you take that data and make something better, a better experience for your customer? Well, if you can process that data locally, you can do that very quick. And so having a software-defined edge will provide the infrastructure that you need to do that.
Enterprises are building software-defined edges because workloads are moving to the edge. This is where people live, where customers live, where businesses operate, and they're having to figure out how to deploy services and build value for customers where they are.
Scaling the edge is a very important topic when we talk about how the architectures need to be built for these environments. For example, in the case of a retail store, might be 5,000 stores spread over an entire continent. So there are multiple things that the platform that we have launched, the Edge Compute Stack platform, does to make this scalability story work at the edge. And it's not a story which is the typical IT story.
Balancing the requirements between reliability and flexibility and stability is a give and take equation. You can't have them all at the highest levels at the same time. However, within our platform, we can turn the knobs of stability, reliability, and flexibility to achieve the optimal level of each in each situation.
The edge is in all these diverse locations. Those locations need to talk not just to one another, but they need to talk to other places in the network, including back to the private and public clouds. The only way to get these edges to talk to one another is through a network, and that network is best provided by a telecom operator. This is why you can never have an intelligent conversation about the edge without bringing in what a telecom provider can provide.
We understand from the network transformation what it means to virtualize and containerize network services within a telco environment. We've now captured that knowledge and experience, and we're bringing that to enterprises to help them understand what it means to virtualize, containerize, and offer services in an agile way at the edge site where the customers are doing business.
Telcos are a key enabler to software-defined edges. Any edge location needs to be able to act in a disconnected way, but will at least intermittently be able to connect to central locations to retrieve configuration, share and backup data, etc. So for some use cases like payment, reliable connectivity is critical when millions of shoppers are checking out.
Because we are the only one who understands the workloads that are running at that edge compute layer, the intelligence that you need to connect all your various locations together, and then make sense and simplify the networking that is running underneath. As an enterprise, you don't want to deal with the complexity of what's an MPLS versus a 5G network. You don't want to deal with the complexity of all the bits and bytes required to run your workloads and applications. You simply want it to work with resiliency at the right cost with automation. And VMware is the only company that can make that happen.
Now with the compute moving from the data centers closer to where the data is produced, meaning at the edge, our customers are coming to us and saying, hey, we would like to have the same level of flexibility, efficiency, management that you have been giving to us in the data center. We want you to bring that to the edge. So it's the differentiation on the product side, as well as the differentiation on the services side that we are bringing to the table, which our customers are very excited about. It is the new battlefield for businesses. What they do at edge, how well they do it will differentiate them from other businesses. So that's what it's all about.